Okay, we're going to get into the part of the show where we talk about the highest conviction areas of the market.
ProPicks is brought to you by ATB Financial. With $62 billion in assets, ATB Financial is powering possibilities for more than 820,000 financial services clients in Alberta and beyond. ATB's capital markets arm is a full-service investment dealer that offers investment and corporate banking, sales and trading, institutional research, and risk management. Visit atb.com/inthemoney for more information.
Okay, the first area, you just said everybody's invested in tech and wants to be invested in tech. That includes Larry Adam. You're not turning your back on tech either.
That's one of my favorite sectors. And the reason for that, well, I'll tell you what my three favorite sectors are. They're technology, industrials, and healthcare. And what they all have in common is they are the areas that have the best earnings growth. This year, 2025, and then once again next year in 2026. And as we started the show with, when valuations are elevated, the way you get stock prices higher is earnings growth. So those are the three areas that have the best earnings growth. What's going to drive those earnings? Well, when it comes to technology, I think it's the AI boom that we continue to be in. When it comes to the industrials, I think you're going to see sustained spending on defense. Now NATO's spending a lot more. So that's a global thing, not just a US thing. And you're going to continue to see the build out of infrastructure for AI. So that will continue to sustain that particular sector. And then when it comes to healthcare, it's the aging demographics around the globe, which means you need more healthcare needs. Again.
So healthcare is interesting because, as you know, parts of healthcare has underperformed. And healthcare, it can be anything. It can be insurers, it can be biotech, it can be some of those pharmaceuticals, it can be med tech. Do you get more granular than that within the healthcare that you think you're most optimistic on?
So to your point, healthcare, first of all, that underperformance has led to the most attractive valuations of any sector in the market. And one of the reasons for that is because of the cloud down in Washington about what was going to happen. And as you've seen, as a lot of those policies have come out, they've been a lot softer than what people thought, right, of their worst case scenarios. As far as the sector goes, one of the reasons why we like pretty much the entire sector is because it's a place you can be both offensive and defensive. So when you think defensive, you got those big pharmaceutical companies, right? Bigger dividends, maybe slightly lower growth rates, but they're going to continue just to be your steady eddies. Mm-hmm. But then you also have where you can be a little bit offensive. Med devices, biotech, which I think will continue to do well, particularly as, again, using AI, they can kind of accelerate the whole production process of these new drugs. So that's an area that I think can be more offensive, if you will. And again, if you think the market's going to be a little bit more volatile here, I think that's an area because of those valuations that can continue to be a nice pillar in your portfolio.
You have to get those fund flows off of AI, right? Some of it is the story is great, low valuations, and maybe it's not going to be as penalized as much, but it's hard to maybe justify for your clients. I'm going to buy this instead of what everyone is talking about.
Again, we believe in the I call them elegant, time-tested philosophies of asset allocation, and they are diversification, which is what you're getting to, rebalancing, and then the power of compounding, right? And when it comes to diversification, we're never going to be all in on a certain sector. We believe in the merits of diversification, and that's not only through the sectors of the equity market, it's also in the broader part, equities to fixed income to international to even some in commodities.
Larry, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's been my pleasure.
That's Larry Adam, the CIO of Raymond James. It's been so fun to be here in Vancouver. We'll catch you on the next episode.